Hey, what's up, everybody? God bless. Yeah, I just thought I'd name it that because all the complaining and the bitching and moaning about Disney's going under, and nobody knows anything really. It's all speculation. So I got sick of it, man. I had to get off YouTube. I'm like, I'm done. So basically, I'm going to show people that you can play this game, and then if I get tired of it and start complaining, then that's when I quit. I mean, that's when I'll play something else. I mean, you don't have to quit a game just because you get mad at it, guys. Y'all know that, right? Amazing. Simply amazing. Well, it's not amazing. It's sad. Like, I could care two craps about what's going on at Bungie. They will figure it out. Let them figure it out. Stop making videos, guys, about things that y'all don't know about. All you're doing is making all these guys, everybody, as the cross, they're making speculation videos. No, you don't, because they're reading articles, yeah, but they're reading articles that people might not even know. Like, people get, I mean, hello, CNN. They about went bankrupt because they lied so much, like about everything. So just because somebody else is saying it doesn't mean it's really going to happen. So no matter what you hear from anybody, you can't trust anybody nowadays. I mean, I thought we've got. I mean, I thought even the young people, millennials and Gen Zs would know that. You don't trust people. You do your research, but you can't know unless you're in that boardroom. You can't know what's really going on with Destiny. You just can't. So I'm gonna play it and I know how to play the game without complaining. It's easy. It's called being an adult. So yeah, the game is supposed to be for fun. Gaming is supposed to be for fun, and I don't know what in the world happened where it became so serious that people were just freaking out and just making videos about. Like Cross did my message to the community. Like he's like my Cross is the CEO of all Destiny YouTubers or Destiny players. Like, get out of here, bro. You don't represent me. None of Ascross, Dado, Cactus. No offense to them. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them, but I'm saying they don't represent me whatsoever. I'm in the old. I mean, I'm 46, bro. I'm in like the mature crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have. I don't. When I and I'm not saying y'all are immature that are younger than me. I'm saying, but more times than not, I've never had any problem playing with people that are my age or 40 and older. 40, let's say 35, 40 and older. I don't. I've never, I just don't have, I never had, you know, and maybe that's just maybe it is a young thing, but I don't know. I know when I was in my 20s, I wasn't toxic, mean to people. So that's why it aggravates me because I mean, I was on Call of Duty all the time with friends, and we would, try to talk to people, meet people, and team up. You know what I'm saying? We actually had fun with it. We actually pretended like, hey, let's, we're yeah, call it Ghost. We're the Ghost. I'm Soap. You're whoever. We would just, jokingly pretend. It's called imagination. It's called not taking games too seriously, and that's what I think. That's what I think has happened mainly. I think it's just people are even adults my age and older are taking. No matter who you are, certain people are just taking games way too serious. Like they're so depressed and miserable, and it makes me sad. And like last night, if it's on my videos. I got guy started making fun of me for being a Christian. Started making just he would. I was sitting there trying to talk to him normally and like just so I could just talk to him and find out what why does he hate. I want to ask him the simple question: why do you hate God? Did somebody do something to you? Did Because a lot of times I've been able to straighten things out for people and let them know, hey, that wasn't a God thing. That was a man thing. No, God is perfect. God doesn't mess up. God doesn't do anything bad to people. It's man who claims to be Christians. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's like think about how many teachers and priests have destroyed people's faith in God.
Come here and let me look at you. Come here and let me look at you. I wish I could talk more, but I am working now after all. Experimenting with darkness is a dangerous path. I don't know that it is worth the risk.
Whole worlds of knowledge were lost in the fires of the assault. I must document all I can remember.
We have accomplished so much. Never forget that.
Do you have something for me, Guardian? The best cryptarchs dig and dig, and one day the garden blooms.
I'm glad you're still with me, Carlos. You too, Maria.
Remain vigilant, Guardian. We may never quite be as safe as we think. Best cryptographers are never known by name, only by quality of their work. The world's changing, Guardian. You must prepare and adapt.
The Crucible doesn't have time to consider loss. The only way is forward.
Good to have you on the team.
You're famous, Guardian. If I could help you, it would be...
I am at your service. Very good. Some of these frames are getting weird. I should wipe them and start over.
When I lost Carlos...
Let's see what we've got for each other.
still more to do. I could use some coffee. Maria, Carlos, help me through this.
If we're gonna stay here, we should be building more ships. That's all I'm saying.
I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return. Hello, dear. What a nice surprise. Your famous guardian. If I could help you, it would be just... If you're here for shaders, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. But I'm still happy to chat. I wish I could do more, but I am working now after all. The traveler will always triumph over the darkness. I know it.
We'll fight.
one I lost Carlos in.
Hi there. Check, check, check. Transfer. Acknowledged.
Maria, Carlos, help me through this. I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return. This hour certainly smells different. I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return. I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return.
Commander Zavala is brave, and I am programmed to say, handsome.
I never thought I'd live to see the darkness return.
It was harder last time. This is great. I can fix this.
something?
What have
I can work with this.
Even undated computer languages are rich in temporal information. Data vile by the symbology it uses.
Let's get you back out there. No substitute for a full magazine.
Recording data is easy. Recording data that can only be opened by those you are allowed to. Now that is hard.
Weren't you just here, Guardian?
The schematics for this structure do not fill me with renewed confidence.
Just gonna take a break.
Your famous guardian. If I could help you, it would be just...
This facility was something of a pilgrimage site for wayward exos. Rumors persist that they were lured here by a malignant Vex mind. According to legend, the exos beheaded themselves, driven to irrationality by the Vex. And admittedly, there is some evidence to support that conclusion.
Stand in the summoning circle. Maybe something friendly will come out.
Maybe. But chopping off your own head only gets you halfway to a flaming pumpkin night.
It's another poorly named headless one.
that supposedly conquered the Exos is probably still here somewhere. Be on guard against any thoughts that seem vexing.
I've been talking this whole time, guys. Oh my gosh, how long have I been muted like this whole time? I was explaining what I was doing earlier. I'm not talking to you. If any of you guys are on the fire team, I'm streaming, so. Yeah, I didn't know I was muted, dude. Yeah. Dude, I think I've been muted for like 30 minutes. I'm not joking. And I've been talking about all this kind of crap. Because I was trying to get this build right, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to use between the,
I don't know when that circle summits, but let's find out.
Oh, Lord. I go reload. God bless, dude. I hate this. I'm so sick. I'm done. I'm so done with Lost Sectors, bro. I'm so done with Lost Sectors. Legend Lost Sectors. Or Haunted, whatever you want to call it. Haunted Legend Lost Sectors. There you go. Jeez. I'm so done, dude. I'm so done. Yeah. An hour later? What is that? But I don't have anything to put it on.
Let me run and get you something. I don't want to put it on.
Alright. I mean, I'll eat it cold. I don't care. If I'm hungry. Well, I mean, I'm saying I probably won't eat it till it gets cold. That freaking bum. You kidding me? I hate this thing. It wouldn't be if it didn't move like as much as it does, it wouldn't be as bad, dude.
This piece fell in half, but
Just sit it on my keyboard.
It back.
Okay, super glued it?
Yeah.
Oh good, that should taste good.
Oh, where did we set it?
Just on the keyboard right there. If I had it with this Halloween event. Annoying freaking crap. Huh? Oh, I took like four sips, and I was sitting here. I was so hyper. I was in the tower, and I was like, I couldn't believe how strong it was. I mean, it wasn't bad. I was just like, I was sitting there doing stupid emotes,
I've never.
like I was sitting there doing all these dumb emotes, and I was like joking around. I don't know. I get like a hyper kid.
Well, it must not take much to get you
But-
that way.
No, because I don't drink. I only drink caffeine once a day. That's it. Some people drink it all day long.
I don't like coffee that way.
Well, yeah, but if you need it, once you get used to it, like if you work a job like at a nuclear plant where you have to work 13 hours,
You need that.
you'll learn to like it.
You need it. But wouldn't it be better to take Excedrin too?
Or caffeine pills. That's what I took, because all you're getting is caffeine. You're not, you know.
That's what you want.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You're not having to get Tylenol in your body for no reason.
It's hot now.
That's, yeah, I'll eat it. I don't care. Too bad it's not even plugged in. I was lucky. This is so freaking annoying. Dude, he just his shield turns faster. You ain't going nowhere, son. You're done. Done, son. You're done, son. Thank you.
If you appreciate violence in the field, Imaru, you should see the Crucible. It's a different world of combat in there.
Not sure if the stakes are all that thrilling.
If you don't
Oh, you so oh, awesome. Yes. Okay, so it's confirmed. Wait, did I get candy though? You know what? I don't think I saw any candy. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, I didn't see any candy though. Ow. Man. So now here's the next test, guys. We'll go full. Yeah, the mask in Tron was kind of more like this, I guess. But the thing is, this one has a that. This one's pretty. Yeah, it's got. I don't understand that. Well, I don't understand why that blue is so much lighter. Right here. It's weird. See how blue that is? Look how light that is.
This facility was something of a pilgrimage site for wayward exos. Rumors persist that they were lured here by a malignant Vex mind.
Did I just get shafted by my teammates? Of course I did. Of course I did, because you guys are losers. I am Tron. I fight for the losers. I mean users. Oh man, I'm sorry. I've seen that movie like literally. I went and saw it at the theater 4 times in 3D, and then I had it on I had a 3D TV like up from Vizio, like where you could use the glasses out of the theater. But I can't get it working. It freaking sucks, dude. Actually, that's what I was supposed to do today. I was supposed to work on my freaking computer. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Dadgummit. I ain't gonna work on it this late. I need to work on my gaming computer. Like something's not right about it. That's all I can say. It's having some issues. See? That annoys me, dude. Hey, bro. What you throwing? What you throwing stuff at, bro? I freaking wreck your face. I'll wreck your face, bro.
According to legend, the exos beheaded themselves, driven to irrationality by the Vex. And admittedly, there is some evidence to support that conclusion.
Maybe. But chopping off your own head only gets you halfway to a flaming pumpkin night.
These ritual circles must call the headless ones.
Alright, get out of the way. Get out of the way.
These headless ones are even uglier in person.
Come away, son. Oh, come here. Yeah, don't worry about those killing you. Even solar shanks, when you finish a solar shank, it hits it away from you, so you can actually finish. Actually, that's one of the best ways to get rid of the solar shanks. Like when they're right at you, is just finish them, and it'll like push it away from them. Freaking A, bruh. What the heck just happened there? You gotta deal with that. You gotta get ad control down, dude. In this thing, man. If not, you're just gonna get freaking butt shimmied. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
Is likely still around. Be vigilant, Guardian.
Trust crab cakes. The Guardian
Crab cakes.
Several, in fact.
Yeah, see, I'm not getting any candy. That's because I don't have a mask on. So I'm guessing you'll get. I don't need any more candy. I've already got everything possible with candy, so I don't really give a crap about it. I know you can buy those grab bags and get crap, but I don't really care. I don't care. Like, I don't need. I've done everything in event cards, so yeah. Yeah, so glad he's standing right there in front of it. Idiot. Then he tried to. You see that? Oh. Is he dead yet? Jeez.
Before the sentient exos came here, they were normal humans, just like Drifter.
Normal human. Hell, that's the best compliment anyone's given me in a century.
And nearly accurate. Maybe their transformation began before they came to Europa. Perhaps even before they became exos.
Hey, come on. Okay. Yeah, if you want to get rid, yeah, you don't want that blue, right? That sucks. So just go to monochromatic. There you go. Yeah. Well, let's go see what we didn't get. Yeah, about to, I think I'm about to get on start the Star Wars Resurrection DLC for Star Wars Battlefront campaign, the story mode with I think her name's Aiden and Dell. Um, I've got the first part up. Let first part of the story, and the ending of the first part is up. Should be up on the live video section from last night. It was the last video I put up yesterday. So if y'all want to see the story, it's really fun, dude. Like it's short, but it's fun. Like in a lot of ways, the writing and everything is done way better than Destiny. It's just you can't. I mean, it would take these guys years and years to write like a 50-hour, 30-hour story like that because it's so. I mean, it's so well written and the graphics are so good. Like it would probably take like 3 discs. I'm not joking. Like I put it's the PS4. Battlefront 2 is it's a PS4 game, so I put it on I put it on my SSD stick on my PS5, my 2 terabyte, and dude, it runs amazing, dude. It loads great. It's just so much better. Like you can actually see like, especially like the colors and people like just details and stuff. Not really ray tracing, but you can see the lighting's better. I mean, I can tell the difference. It looks better than when I played on my PS4. So. Yeah, I wish I had a cool helmet. I mean, I do have some. I mean, that is a cool helmet. I can't say it's not a cool helmet, but I don't know why I'm getting all this dark. Well, that's not, but I don't really want to wear that one. I could go all Master Chief on people. Hey guys, I'm dressed as Master Chief. I'm Master Chief for Christmas. For Christmas? Oh, that's great. Hey, they told me in high school I could do whatever I want. It's my reality. I want to fly, but I can't fly. See what I'm saying? You get it? Y'all get it? And my hair is getting so long. I gotta cut it. Not off, but cut it short. Get some cheesy cornbread. Homemade. Hi. Gonna go on a date. Wait, what is that? Primary me. What? Ah, ego. Egomaniac. Can't stand people like that. Oh, I only did one? Oh, Lord.
Stay safe.
Oh, Lord. Let's see how much candy I have. It's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Where's the Halloween event? Where are you go for the Halloween event? I'm already 10 o'clock. It's my 10 o'clock alarm bell. Um, a second, guys. I gotta do something in this
Gods
club game that I'm in this slot machine club. I know it sounds exciting, doesn't it?
What do you think of my new space?
Whoa, slot machine club. Wow, that's cool. Not really. Just something. It's something. Basically, it's just a slot machine, but you can actually. There's like real people up top. There's 5 spots, and when you go in the room, so you can talk to people or not talk to people, whatever. But you can join clubs, and you can get crate. I'm in like the highest ranked club now. Onyx is like Sapphire, Diamond, Ruby. There's like 7 or 8 levels, and when you get that like Onyx now, like you just have to play the game to understand what I'm talking about. But it's different than any of these other cheap crap slot machine games that y'all get previews for all the time. Join now and we'll give you 50 million or we'll give you 10 million or whatever amount of money. No, this is actually it's not real money, but it's legit. Like it's the most realistic to like video poker. Like the graphics are the best I've seen on any of. It's Big Fish games. So just type in Big Fish. There's one called BF Casino, and then there's one called Jackpot Magic Slots. Download the Jackpot Magic Slots one. Promise you, it's fun. It's way better than any other. These other slot machine games. They're all the same. They pay out crap. Like these have so many different games. I'm talking about like legit like you could tell when you look at the graphics and everything. It's totally different than these other cheap crap games that they put out that basically just now yeah this game you know if you don't play right you will lose your money have to pay for chips but like like literally we came I don't know what place did we come in 11th place in Onyx so we literally we got 70 million on every Friday. What you play through the whole week to get crowns. Every 500,000 you win goes towards a crown for your club. I have to make 45,000 crowns. So think about how much that is. One crown's 500,000. That so I have to win. That's how much I have to win. So like, but the thing is, everybody gets a percentage. I think it's like 5 million and above. So if somebody hits something for 5 million, everybody gets 5,000. If somebody hits a billion, like the other day, somebody hit 15 billion on my like that's crazy amount. That's like 1 billion is good. Like 100 million is good. Like even, but I got up to 5 billion. That's the highest I've ever been. I hit the biggest hand of the night for 1.7 billion. That's the biggest hand. Before that, it was a 600 million jackpot. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I swear, if I don't catch myself, I will describe something. Whoa, no.
Experimenting with darkness is a dangerous path.
I will
I
freaking.
don't know that it is worth the risk.
I will describe something so much that I'll literally just keep talking. Anyway, I want to see. I want to know. Excuse me. What? I hadn't done that. Hey, oh, you know how I get mad about witchcraft and Satanism and stuff like that in video games. I want y'all to see something. I want you. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it means because I want y'all to see it for yourself. I want this title right here. I have horror specs. I want y'all to look that up. Like ask Siri or look it up. Just type it in and look it up. What the meaning of it is. And I want to know why in the world would they use that word and the definition of that sick word, that what that word means for a title. That's what I want to know. I want to know who in the hell at Bungie is approving this stuff like that. That's this is what's aggravating me more than anything else about the game. It's just like this delving into witchcraft that they're doing. They're actually getting people prepped. They're prepping you. They're basically prepping you to accept witchcraft, and it's sick and it's demented, and people think it's not a big deal, and it actually is a very big deal. I mean, I don't know what to tell people, but it's a very big deal. Um, no, I don't want this stupid Ghost Rider thing on me. But really, when I couldn't believe it, I was like, Haruspex. I've never even heard of that word. I was like, let me look that up, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
I recommend it.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, really, I couldn't believe it when I looked it up. I gotta finish this. It's ridiculous. I used to love movies, so this would be perfect for me. Bidmaster. I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I've been trying to explain to y'all symbols and things that satanic people use, and like it's all over this game. And now the wording, even the words in the game, they're putting words out there that y'all don't even know, like this word. It's disgusting what it means. Go look at it. It talks about entrails and demons. That's what that word's about. Yeah, somebody who inspects entrails of animals for demons, omens. Go look it up. I know y'all probably don't give a crap. That's how y'all are about everything. Oh, I don't care. Yeah, you will care one day, believe me. When you stand before God, you will care. Y'all don't realize how. Go ask any psychiatrist, psychologist. Even though I'm against those people, but they do get some stuff right. They will tell you that anything that you see and look at or hear affects your mentality. That's why when you're depressed, you don't put on Nine Inch Nails or Marilyn Manson. If you do, then you're just one of those freaking stupid emo people or goth people who love it, who love evil and depression. Just freaking crazy people, man. Oh, see, I knew. I thought I had. I have no like. Only thing I can say about those people like that, they're goth and emo and all that kind of stuff. All I can say is I don't know what your deal is and why you want to wear all black and act like a idiot, because that's what you're actually acting like. You're drawing. You say you don't want to be like the world, but you're standing out more by what you're wearing. That's what's so hypocritical about. But y'all were so dumb that y'all don't even realize that. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just get over yourself. We all have. Oh, that's beautiful. We all have issues. We all have problems in life. Deal with it. If you can't deal with it, talk to somebody for Pete's sake. Gee whiz. I mean, like whenever I've had sad or whenever I've had problems, I pray. I go straight to Jesus in there, and my mind is like almost instantly. I'm not even joking. I'll swear to God on that. I'll put my hand on the Bible, and I wouldn't do that. Believe me, ain't no way I'm doing that unless I'm, you know, being serious. That's actually not. The handling's horrible. See if heating up. Focus Fury, dealing half of the magazine precision damage, grants weapon bonus damage. That's the best one I've had so far, man. It's just like the freaking. When did I get this? What? That's good too. This must have already been in my Titan. I think this stuff was. I left it. Yeah, because that was good too. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. And yeah, this is for infusion. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many clown cartridge bolt shots I've gotten. And auto-loading volt shot, auto-loading Vorpal. I've kept auto-loading Vorpal, auto-loading volt shot, clown cartridge Volt Shot and clown cartridge Vorpal, and then I have a quick draw snapshot sights. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's either that or either no opening shot snapshot sights. I think an opening shot. So that's the PvP role that I would probably never use, but I kept it just in case.
What can I do for you, Titan?
Come out with Destiny 3. They said fat chance, man. It's like we can't even get Destiny 2 working. Like, how is that, dude? How is like they can't? Why are they all of a sudden having problems with Destiny 2? Like the game's been out like how long? Any of y'all that have been playing Destiny as long as I have since, well, not even as long as I have, but I've been playing since D1 Alpha. But if you've been playing Destiny since the beginning of Destiny 2, or definitely if you've been playing since Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, like you would agree with me that they needed to fire some people. Like the glitches that are constantly happening and just the stuff that they're ignoring is stupid. It's like yeah, it's like that. It's like the whole like glitch like a while ago when I couldn't even change shaders to show. I couldn't even preview more than 4 shaders and all my shaders would disappear. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but if whoever's doing that programming needs to be fired. If they can't get a simple shader thing to work, you're not the person for the job. That's how I look at it. I mean, you can't pamper everybody and say, "Oh, well, that person needs a job." Well, everybody needs a job, but but you don't give somebody a job if they can't do it. That's just life, bro. That's not being mean. And if y'all cared about being mean, then y'all would quit picking on like Christians and other people. So y'all don't care about being kind to other people. Y'all just want to like I don't know what y'all want. Y'all are just the most confusing generation I've ever seen in my life. Just drive me crazy. Y'all drive me back crazy, man. I feel like a parent. It's like man, these kids they just won't learn, man. Like they just won't learn. They just won't learn their lesson. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's exactly what y'all do. Bit. Well, never mind. I'm gonna stop there. I want 2 grenades. Yeah, let's do some finisher explosions. Yeah. Daggum. That totally doesn't match my character, though. That does. Kinda. Not really. That's such a weird helmet. So weird. So freaky. It's like the one from, kind of reminds me from that movie, Keanu Reeves movie. Yeah, I've yet to find out. No way. Really? No. What? What'd I do? I don't know, but that's awesome. Such a cool looking helmet, though. Cause it's like dark. It looks like it has like dark lenses, like dark glass on the side, like tinted glass. Then that thing in the middle, the little Trials of the Nine. It's just basically the Prophecy Dungeon armor.
We invoke the right of proof.
Oh wait, what the?
The Vanguard sends forth its champions.
The champions challenge is met. Our blood flows together.
Come on, boys!
May it lead to
Bam, 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 bam. I totally went all crazy man on that. Went all crazy man. Sucker. That sucks. Dude, this old timer, man. I feel it actually feels better than the Quicksilver a little bit. Like it feels a little more accurate. But I mean, it's just like I don't even have to like move my thing hardly. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't need to be actually I don't need to be using this with that's what I usually use with hard MS Lite. Because it you know, hard MS Lite you use one ability to get next, so the little shift thing is better than it charges faster than the barricade, so you can do your shift. And it actually is pretty good though. Like it'll get you like it's kind of like the hunter dodge, but a little further. So it'll get you out of Ah! Ah! Okay, that's pointless. Put you out of your misery. What did it say? I thought it said I'm a monkey. Cyanide boy? Time waste? What the freak? What is wrong with people? Are there any normal young people in this world anymore? Like, jeez, dude. Like, anybody that's like 30 years old and younger are just weird, dude. They got weird crap sayings. They name themselves stupid crap that doesn't even make sense. You got people in the tower naming themselves Lucifer. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people, dude? Like, did your parents just like sit you out in the jungle and let the monkeys raise you? Like, what the fudge, dude? Like, my gosh, no wonder the millennials. I totally understand it now. No wonder people pick on the millennials all the time, bro. Y'all got some weird people, man. Y'all do some weird crap, dude. Y'all, I mean, y'all got some seriously mental issues going on. I'm sorry, but it's just true, dude. Like, there's nothing normal about y'all. Like, some of y'all, I'm talking about the ones of y'all that are weird. I'm not talking about everybody, guys. Come on. Do I really have to explain to y'all that I'm not talking about every single millennial when I say millennials? I mean, seriously, do I really need to say that? I mean, I think I do, because obviously I've had people get mad at me about talking about millennials. I'm like, bro, do you do this? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm like, are you really that, like, ignorant to not be able to know if somebody is that I'm not talking about everybody? Why would I say that about everybody? That's stupid. That's called freaking. That's what you call stereotyping, and I do not stereotype people. So I'm like, so guys, if I say something, if I say millennials or snowflakes, I'm not talking about everybody. Just like we got crazy Gen Xers. I mean, dude. My generation are the generation that came up with Jackass. I mean, we ain't no better than anybody else. I'm just saying, every generation is except basically my grandfather's generation, which is known as the greatest generation ever. It's like, I mean, every generation but that generation has issues. I'm just saying it's crazy that it's just crazy that I can't say something like, okay, maybe I just say young people. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just say, man, you young people got some. Yeah, I'll do that because then I'm not saying Gen Z or millennial or even my generation. Just the thing is, I don't see my generation doing stupid stuff, and I actually had a millennial, like a guy in his 20s or 30s. Actually, he was like, "Yeah, you're right." Like literally, I couldn't believe it. I almost had a heart attack. 'Cause I actually had a millennial like listen to what I was saying. I was like, bro, I never have problems with anybody that's from Generation X, like on the video games as far as toxic. And he was like, yeah, that's kind of true. I was like, that's what I was like, thank you. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we had a few toxic people back when my generation was playing COD. You know, my generation grew up playing COD. You know, the older Call of Duty, like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and also Modern Warfare 2, the original. Not the new Modern Warfare 2, but the one in the early 2000s. That's when the Gen Xers were online a lot. The Gen X were the first generation to play games online, and we were nice. Like it now, they started getting toxic. Now they started getting toxic when younger people started playing. But like right at first, no. What the heck are y'all? Where the heck's the? Oh, I was like, what? I was so confused right there. It's like, where's that? I'm just saying. I've had, you know, I've even had millennials agree with me that like people are way more toxic now than they used to be. And it's not everybody. I've met nice, I've met nice and bad, nice and weird people from every generation. So it has, you know, it just seems like it just seems like the majority of the problems always come from millennials, because it's like that's why they're called snowflakes, because they can't handle life. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what's that, dude? That flickering, man. What? I'm just saying in general. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it, bro. And you know what I mean? It's like every generation, like just same thing with my parents. They always saw, you know, it's all, and you know, it comes. Every generation looks at the generation before them, and they're like, or the generation that comes after them, like millennials came after Gen X. I'm Gen X. I was born in '77, so every generation that looks at the generation after them as being ignorant, you know, because they're young, and I know a lot of it is young and stupid, but we live in a way different world when I was growing up. The stuff now that kids are doing, the kids were not into like witchcraft and Ouija boards and playing all these horror movie games and these nasty games that kids play now. Like that was not. That's what I'm saying. We were a much like, how do I put it? We were a much cleaner. We were a much more moral and against evil. Like we liked our military games and some anime games and some fighting games like Mortal Kombat. But other than that, like I mean, might die here. But that's what I'm saying. The more it's the moral. It's being a Christian. It's the moral issue that make it the enjoyment of, like, it's the Harry Potter generation. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we didn't have my generation grew up watching, like, Goonies and movies of the '80s, like not not a bunch of like every movie nowadays is basically has something to do with witchcraft. It's crazy. It's like, are you freaking kidding me, bro? He's done. Now my. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times when I shoot that the last impression herring, like a lot of times the enemy dies before, which I don't care as long as it dies. Whee!
I will see you soon, to bargain.
I'm glad to hear it. You will find our talent for diplomacy matches our skill in combat.
Wee wow wounds. I don't even know if I have enough. Let's see if I have enough. No, I don't. Well, actually, yeah, I do. Yeah, I forgot about these gloves. Yeah, I completely forgot how. Yeah, that looks better. It's just the body shape, man. That's why I love. That's why I love Guardian games, dude. Always got cool armor, most of the time. Most of the time, one of the best Warlock bonds is the one with the big silver eagle with the spinning thing in the middle of it. It's a giant freaking Warlock bond. I have that one. I would say if I had to wear one bond forever, it'd be that one or the wolf, the Iron Banner wolf. That's kind of like looks like it's flowing. Oh, what's it, max? It says something was at max. What did it say was at max? Dude, I've been getting shafted on this freaking spin game. Or on this, whatever, slot machine game. Yeah, at 10 o'clock there it's called Real Rivals. You get 1,000 free. I mean 1,000. You get 100 free spins, and a lot of times you'll hit a mini jackpot for like 2.5 billion. You don't get to keep that, but it goes towards the crown. So 2.5 billion is that you hit that a couple times during the week, and you're covered with your 48. Our club requires 45,000 crowns. So that's what I was talking about, the crowns thing. It comes from 500,000 to get one crown. So when you 2 point, so yesterday I hit, or the day before yesterday I hit two minis jackpots, which was basically it was 5 billion. So whatever 500,000 into 5 billion is, it was a lot of crowns. So it got me. Thankfully, it got me above the 40. You basically you get three strikes, you're out. Like if you don't make your crowns three times, they have to do it like that because this is like Onyx. This is like the top Onyx club, and there's only a certain amount of members you can have. We can only have like we're up to 70 members, and I think that's the max. Like, but when you start out and you make a club, you only have like 10, and then the more you build your club, pay into your club, and people fund it gives you more slots, and the better. So we're pretty much at max with people. I think I'm not 100%, but that's what I'm saying. So they're not going to like just let you stay in because you're a nice person. You got to do. It's like you're not going to get a job just because you're a nice person. Well, you might, but if you can't do the job, then I don't know. It's life. You don't produce, you don't deserve to work somewhere. That's how it's always been, guys. See, that's what pisses me off about the millennial generation too. Y'all are now in your 30s, like in 40s. I can't remember when millennials what the age is it cuts off, but it's into the 30s. But y'all are the ones taking over a lot of stuff nowadays, TV programs, movies, and all that, and everything y'all make is trash. It's propaganda. It has to do with climate change, homosexuality, transgenderism, anti-guns, feminist movement, making the female the most popular. Y'all are making the husbands in commercials look like idiots, while the women are looking like the smart ones in the commercials. I mean, y'all don't think people will notice that stuff. Y'all are completely wrong. But look at what happened with Bud Light. They listened to the mainstream media and they thought that majority of the country was all into this so-called unscientific transgenderism stuff and all that. So they put that man on the bottle that thinks that he's a woman. And look what happened to Bud Light. They basically pretty much they lost billions and billions. They probably never will recover fully, if ever. And I think that's a God thing. See, people don't realize, but that God does that kind of stuff a lot of times. He's like, okay, you wanna push, and it's his decision on what he does. We don't know. I don't know if he did it or not. I'm just saying, God does do that kind of stuff. He'll bring somebody. He'll bring you down to the ground. It doesn't matter. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter how big your company is or how big you are as a person. You know that saying, the bigger they are, harder they fall. Well, that stuff like that comes from the Bible, and people don't realize that, and that's what gets them in trouble. And it's not money's root of all evil; it's the love of money's root of all evil. Because think about it, money is just money; it's just a piece of paper. But when you love that money and you put it over other things, like even your family, that's when the problem happens. That's why there's evil men in this world. Because wars, like for example, like being in the military, when you go to war, the amount of money that is these companies spend and pay the government for stuff, like for ammo and the amount of money that we make just from different things when we go to war, like these rich people get richer every time we have a war. So they don't. That's why do y'all think we've been at pretty much a constant war forever? We've had it for a couple of decades, here and there, but pretty much we've been at war. Like the Middle East has been at war forever, for beginning of time, pretty much since Adam and Eve. But yeah, it's the love of money. It's the root of all evil. It's not money. There's a lot of rich Christians that do a lot of good things with their money, so it's not money. Money is not evil. There's no objects that are, well, unless it's like a Ouija board or something. Hell yeah, that's evil. Go start messing with that and see if you don't have things start happening in your house. Y'all keep playing around with that kind of stuff, man. That Charlie crap. Y'all think it's a joke, but it ain't a joke. It's not a joke when you start having spirits and poltergeists in your house. I'm not even joking. That crap's real, guys. If y'all haven't figured that out yet, then you're stupid. If y'all haven't figured out that there's a supernatural world where demons exist and angels exist, God exists, Satan exists, and then you're ignorant. That's all I can say. You're ignorant. I'm not saying I'm not saying you're not. I mean, you should be loved and cared and treated kindly like everybody else. But I'm just saying, when it comes to life and what's really out there, you're ignorant. I've been to these countries like down in the Caribbean islands that practice voodoo. I've seen crazy evil things, man. I've seen things that y'all couldn't, like, y'all would probably have a heart attack if y'all saw it. I mean, it's just y'all just don't understand, man. And people aren't willing to listen. Like I keep trying to talk and tell people, but they just, like that guy last night started arguing with me about being a Christian. He's sitting there and said I said Destiny 2 is a sign of the end times. I didn't say anything like that. What I said was the greed of corporations like Sony and every other company in the world, the greed and the money is what is a sign is one of the many little signs of the end times. I didn't say it like the guy totally misstrued everything. Like I was like, bro, I didn't even say anything close to that. You're like totally lying. I don't know. I don't know if he misheard me or I don't know what the crap he was thinking. But I was just like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not say that. I would not say that. Like, Destiny has nothing to do with end times whatsoever, except the fact that games are getting more evil. Have y'all noticed that there's not many, beautiful and pleasant and like cool games like like say like for Horizon Forbidden West. It's a pretty game. It's like out in the jungle and forests and flowers. Like more, there's less and less of those games. It's more of like you're in a demonic world and an underworld, and it's all about demons. And I hate that crap, dude. Like I don't like. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Um. Uh, Jeez, man, freaking stupid. Dadgummit. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay, I use bathroom. I'll be right back. But I don't know. Just think about it, people. Okay, I had a little quick. I had a little quick moment of clarity with myself. Not really clarity, but let me just explain something to you guys. I talk about millennials and Gen Zs a lot, and when I'm talking about them, I want y'all to know there's not 1 ounce of hate in my heart. It's almost like this. I feel like I'm a parent, even though y'all aren't my kids, but I feel like a parent and their kids are doing stupid crap things, and it gets on my daggum nerves. But and so it's just like if you had a kid doing that, you would say something, right? And so that's how I feel. But I realize that the millennial and Gen Z generation, they won't listen to it. Y'all won't listen to it. Y'all will turn off this video in a second if I start saying anything like that makes you feel uncomfortable. Y'all aren't used to dealing with emotions. Y'all don't know how to because your parents didn't teach you. Some of you do. I'm not, and that's the thing. Again, I'm not trying to lump y'all together. So I'm gonna try my best to just stop talking about you guys and just leave it up to you. I mean, I think I've done enough. I mean, I don't think I can do anymore. Whoa, that's pretty. I don't think I can. I think I think I'm doing more harm than good because I don't think millennials can really understand where I'm coming from because that's cool. That's what it's gonna look like. Um, but yeah. So, if I've hurt anybody's feelings, I promise you, I never meant to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want y'all to know that with when you get saved, when you accept Jesus as your Savior and you confess your sins to Him and He saves you and the Holy Spirit comes to live inside, you totally change, guys. And you'll see all the stuff I'm seeing. You'll see how things are just evil. Like, look at this place. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything has to do with paganism nowadays. Like I told y'all, I know a lot about signs, so I know that I can't sit there and talk to y'all a lot about different signs and stuff because y'all don't look into that stuff. Y'all were younger. Y'all when I was y'all's age, I didn't know anything about politics, and so I don't. I shouldn't expect y'all to know anything. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? So I'm legitimately apologizing for getting so down on you millennials. I don't know. I just went in the bathroom real quick and it just hit me. I don't know. I've been praying about it. I've been praying to the Lord, like, help me just to shut up when I don't need to be saying stuff. I just get aggravated, guys. I'm tired of seeing evil in this world, and it comes out on video games sometimes, and I don't want it to because this is a place where I want to go to get away from that. You see what I'm saying? But I had this. I feel like God, and my cousin and other people have told me this. They say they feel like God. God gives everybody talents. Like He gives some people the talent to be a preacher. He gives some people the talent to go be a missionary around the world. Or He gives some people a talent to be a youth pastor or to do counseling, Christian counseling, or all kind of things, or even just regular jobs in the world. I mean, not every Christian works a Christian job, but one of the things my cousin who's older than me, she's 53. She told me she feels like God has put me here to warn people to be and that's what God talks about. And I've always said that to people. I'm like, God says in the Bible that Christians are to be watchmen on the wall, and that when we see danger coming, like the things that are in the Bible that are starting to come true, we're supposed to warn people. And if they listen, awesome. If they don't, then that's on them. But if I don't warn them or warn y'all, it's on me. So you see what I'm saying? That's why I say the stuff I say, because I don't want to be held responsible by God for not telling stuff that I see. But y'all pretty much know what y'all know. I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm honestly, in some ways, I'm glad I don't have children because I would not want to raise children in this world. Like, it would be so stressful for me. I think God knows I don't. Well, I mean, I could handle it with God's help, but without God, like, unless God just totally did a miracle in me, I wouldn't be able to handle it because I'm a worrywart by nature, and that's one thing that's changed, and that's one of the things that made me really love God so much is this when He took that worry wart. You ever heard that? Somebody's a worry wart. That means they worry about stuff all the time. Well, I used to be like that. Like my dad's side of the family is like that. Almost everybody takes some medicine for it, but it's like I don't want to have to take medicine for every single problem. You can't do that, dude. You'd just be taking all kind of crap. But what I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't mean there's no evil or mean intentions behind anything I say. Like I love like everybody, even Joe Biden, who I can't stand as a president, as a person, but I still pray for him because if he got saved and became a Christian, he'd be a totally different person, guys. He would be helping Israel. And how in the world y'all were turning on Israel? That's completely demonic. If y'all were like guys, Hamas is hiding in hospitals, so Israel has to make a choice whether to kill Hamas and kill civilians or to let Hamas live. And then Hamas usually ends up killing their own people. Hamas went around killing over 40 babies, cutting their heads off and putting them in microwaves. Like, do y'all really? I mean, how in the hell can y'all sit there and pull and like be and support Palestine, who never has been a country? Go ask them to show. Go ask them to show you any historical documents, any money, any kind of archaeology from Palestine. There has never been one. And I'm telling you this from a person that has studied this stuff. As a Christian, Israel is God's people. That in the Bible, God would Israel is not going to get blown up. Okay, God says you will not touch Israel. So good luck, countries that are going at Israel, because you're going to be cursed. God says you mess with my people, you will be cursed. God also says you take away the land, any land from my people, you will be cursed. So why do you think Israel, the size of Rhode Island, has been able to stay alive with enemies literally surrounding them, and so many wars that they've won that they shouldn't have won? There was one war they only had 1,000 soldiers in the other country. I can't remember what year it was, but they had like 30 something thousand soldiers against 1,000 soldier Israel soldiers in this area, and so they were going to be killed. They're done. But literally, one of the soldiers from the other country of it, not Israel, but other countries, said all of a sudden they saw thousands of like angels in like battle garb, like if they moved, they were going to get slaughtered. And so they all ran away, and Israel ended up winning that war. I can't remember which war it is, but if you type in something like Israel saved by angels or something like that during a war, like something on YouTube, you'll hear a story about that. And people, y'all can deny that all you want, but God says they're my people and always will be, and I will protect them. But He loves us too. He loves everybody that's not a Jew is called a Gentile in the Bible. Okay, Gentile is anybody that's not a Jew. Okay, so if you're not a Jew, you're a Gentile. So when Jesus came, that's when He brought salvation to not only Jews but the Gentiles. And so that's, I don't know. I don't know why I don't even know why I go over talking about this stuff, because nobody cares. But it's like God says, you tell it, and if they listen, it's awesome. If not, it's on them. So there you go. I don't want to be. I don't listen. I respect God. I fear God. Like, I don't fear God because He's mean. I fear God because He is creator of the universe. All the stuff you see right here. It says He named every planet. He said He loves us so much. He knows how many hairs are on our heads. It says He knew us before we were in our mother's womb. So before we were even born, He knew us. He knows everything that's going to happen. He literally wrote in the Bible. It's God's word written by man. God didn't come down with a pen in His hand and write the Bible. God told men what to do, which makes way more sense, because each of these men, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, John in the New Testament, Paul, they all had stories that would help us as Christians know what to do. That's why there's a lot of people like Bible. There's an acronym, basic instructions before leaving Earth, which is true, but it's not basic. It's it's very important instructions before leaving Earth. It's the only instructions you need before leaving Earth, because if you don't believe in Jesus, then you ain't going to heaven. That's fact. That's not me. If you don't believe what I say, you're calling God a liar, because that's what Jesus says. Jesus is God. Okay. So if you don't believe that, that's your issue, and you're treading on very dangerous ground. That's all I'm saying. And there'll come a day where you have to face God, and I'm just telling y'all. If you want to read what God's going to do to Satan, all you Satanists out there that or worshiping Satan and witchcraft. Go read Revelation. Go read what Jesus does to Satan in the very end times. Yeah, any of y'all messing with witchcraft or anything other than Jesus, believing in anything other than Jesus, yeah, you're in for I don't know, you're in, it it's not gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be the most horrific time on earth when the Christians are raptured out of here. We're taken out before hell breaks out on earth for 7 years, and then that's when after 3.5 years of the 7 year tribulation, that's when the Antichrist will sign. When you see that person that came up with the 7 year treaty, that's gonna be the Antichrist. Nobody knows the Antichrist right now. Okay, the Bible says that people are not reading the Bible. That's why y'all hear all kind of crazy crap all the time, because even preachers aren't preaching the Bible. There's preachers that are apologizing for being white. Are you stupid? God made you that way, and you're actually you're basically calling God. You're actually making you're calling God a liar, or not a liar, but you're actually going against God's creation by apologizing for yourself by God making you white. I mean, that's how idiotic. Like, that's how preachers can just be totally false preachers. They're called wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what God calls them. And Jesus said in the end times there would be many false teachers. And whenever a word is repeated 2 or 3 times in the Bible, that means it's very emphasized, and that means there's a lot of importance on it. I mean, my goodness, you had a guy in Russia. He finally got arrested, thank God. But he lived in Russia, and he had like 5,000 cult followers that were. I mean, he was a cult leader. I mean, he dressed like Jesus. He had long hair. He would walk down this hill, and everybody would like bow. And he ended up getting arrested for some crap. I don't even remember. But that's what Jesus said. Jesus said, if they say I'm here, they say I'm there, do not go there. He said, I am not there. He said, I will, Jesus will appear in the clouds. That's what the rapture is. Y'all were like, I don't see rapture in the Bible. Well, what in the world? I mean, listen, there's like many verses, but I'll give you just one verse to think about. When Jesus says, I will appear in the clouds and call you up to me. What do y'all think that is? That happens before the second coming. So what in the world do y'all think that is? I mean, give me a break, guys. Harpazo, that's how it reads in the Greek, that verse. And you know what? That translates into catching up, bringing up. So that's what Jesus is going to do. He's going to bring us up to him in the clouds. He's not going to touch down on earth. The second coming of Jesus is when his feet actually touches the Mount of Olives. Okay? And that's not going to happen until after 7 years tribulation, not before. Jesus is not coming back except in the air for the rapture before the 7 year tribulation with the Antichrist, where you have to take the mark of the beast to buy or sell things. Oh, and look at that, cashless society coming up. How many coincidences do people need before they believe in God? It's like, Jesus, man, there's so many signs. I mean, there's 300 prophecies that have came true down to the detail of even like, boom. It just frustrates me. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stop talking about it, but it just frustrates me, guys. It just frustrates me. It's like basically it's like this. It's like basically what if it's like, imagine like a building being full of explosives, right? And you don't know when it's gonna blow up. You just know it's gonna blow up, the whole thing. But and you see, and this building is huge. Okay, let's just say this building is the size of a city. And you keep seeing millions of people pour into it, and you're outside yelling, there's bombs in there. I don't know what the timer says, but there's bombs in there. It's going to go off. And everybody's laughing at you, and they're like, I don't see any bombs, but they're all hidden. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's what I feel like. That's what a lot of Christians feel like when we're trying to witness to people. People are laughing at us. People are mocking, even though Jesus has never been disproven. there's more proof now than there ever has been. The closer we get to Jesus coming back in the rapture, the more evidence that's coming out in science. More scientists are getting saved now than any other time because all the um, all the technology, scientific technology that has advanced shows the creator more than the stuff that we used to have. You know, every time they try, all these archaeologists, every time they try to say the Bible's not like David wasn't real, David and Goliath, they find David's throne and where he reigned as a king. And they said that about Herod. They found Herod. And like literally atheists, y'all don't even, they don't tell y'all any of this in high school. Atheists, almost 100% of atheist archaeologists, but definitely Christian archaeologists, they use the Bible to find all these archaeological spots. The Bible is so, because it's real. You go get a Mormon Bible, and it talks about these crazy places in America that nobody has ever found any place that the Mormon Bible talks about. Nobody has found any kind of civilization, any kind of the Mormon Bible. Mormons are a cult. They believe that they're all Jesus babies and they came from a planet and they're going to go that. I'm not even going to get into that. But basically, think about this. This is how Satan is. He throws a buffet of different religions out, right? Okay, imagine this. You're going against God. What would you do, right? You would want to put a bunch of different things out there just to confuse people. So you got so many different religions. That's why I'm saying I'm not religious. I'm a Bible believing Christian that believes in Jesus Christ as my Savior. Now I go to a Baptist church, but I don't say I'm a Baptist. I say I'm a Christian, a follower of Christ, because religion is man-made. God says no man is good, no, not one, and that includes the Pope. Okay, because so many people think he's like, oh, beyond touchable. No, he's probably one of the worst people on this planet, honestly. Um, I, I can't even go into that. That would just take too long an explanation. You know what? I think I might need to do a different channel. I think I might need to, instead of doing gaming, I might need to do like call it Bible talk or something like that. So people don't come in expecting to see gaming and hear Bible stuff. But it's just when you like, I went so many years of backsliding. That means not staying close to God, not pray. Oh, I did pray at night. But that was it. I was sinning. I was drinking and messing with girls. All this stuff that just making me miserable because it wasn't like because I kept thinking back at high school when I was good Christian kid, and I wasn't trying to be a goody two shoes. It's just that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to do good. That's what it is. It's not. A lot of times y'all think that Christians are trying to be goody two shoes. No, we're not. We're trying to follow what God says to do. We're trying to be. We're trying to be perfect, but we can't be because only God, Jesus, was perfect because he was God in the flesh. But God tells us to emulate and try to be like Jesus says. Try to emulate me. Try to do what I do. I've given you God's word, the Bible. We have the Bible to tell us how to act as Christians. And it's sad when Christians are not being hypocritical. They're actually acting like Christians and people still making fun of them. So it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter what Christians do. We can do everything right and people will still find a fault. Whether it's like somebody could sit and say I don't go to, if somebody told me I don't go to church because they're a bunch of hypocrites, I'm like, you know what I tell them? I'm like, well, come on, we could use another one. And then I tell them, I'm like, listen, bro, there ain't no Christian, nobody. I don't know where you got the idea that Christians are perfect, but let me tell you, every single Christian sins every day. I sin every day. I still struggle with stuff like vaping and stuff. But see, that's my whole point. It's like people, there are Christians out there that have given Christianity such a bad name. They are going, whoa, they're going to face some tough chastising. They'll still go to. I mean, once you get saved, you're going to heaven. But if you live a sinful lifestyle and you don't do things that God tells you to do, you're not gonna get the blessing. See, the more you desire that relationship with God, the more real He becomes. It's literally supernatural. Y'all can believe it or not, but it's literally I can feel God like presence. Like it's like a comfort in the room. It's like you ever been sitting somewhere and you look around like what's going on and you just kind of feel this happiness and joy inside. It's I call it's called contentment. You feel content. You feel like just at that moment at least everything is right. Well, that's how like you have that almost all the time as a Christian until unless bad things happen and Christians get cancer, Christians die in car. It's the same thing. Same things that fall on unsaved fall on the saved people. Okay, but I'm just saying God will usually, you know, you're still watched out over, and you're more likely for God to protect you. I mean, I look back now, and God protected me even when I was doing sinful stuff. I can't believe all the times I could have died or gone to jail. I'm talking about dozens of times, guys. I've thought about it. I've gone through like the things I did, and I I could sit here and tell y'all. See, I would take the time to tell y'all all about this stuff, but it doesn't matter because people don't listen. People don't care. It doesn't matter what I say. So I'm talking to the people that are willing to listen, and that's all I can say because so many people just won't listen. It don't matter. It don't matter what you say. Like they decided they're done. They don't. They're not going to listen. They're not going to listen to anything about Jesus or God or anything. They don't want to hear about it. Don't talk to them about it. Just go away. So those people, I'm like, okay, well, let me just tell you how to be saved. And so when I face God, I'm not found guilty of not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. I tell people that Jesus, the way to get saved is through Jesus, believing in Him, confessing your sins to Jesus, and asking Him to save you, and trusting Him for salvation. That you're going to heaven because you believe in Him. And He died on the cross for you, and washed your sins away. That was why He died on the cross. That's why the cross is so important to Christians. It's not a hip hop thing, And what y'all don't understand too is a lot of hip hop artists and other people wear crosses. I've seen. I hate to admit this, but I struggled with pornography for a while. I think a lot of males have. Well, actually, I know a lot of males have. Um, but God has relieved that from me. Now I still struggle occasionally, but it's very, very, very seldom. But I've seen porn stars wear a cross around their neck. I'm like, what the? I couldn't figure it out, and then I heard a preacher talking about these people actually that are in satanic cults or like these rap groups that are like Wu-Tang Clan and 3 6 Mafia. Okay, 3 6 Mafia. Do I have to say it? Do I really need to spell it out for you? Can you all not figure this out? 3 6 Mafia. 666. Mark of the Beast. It's not. That is not. I had a guy or a kid tell me that was a number from Druids. I'm like, you're. I'm like, who in the heck told you that? No. That comes from the Bible. That was written down way before freaking Vikings and that I couldn't believe he said. I'm like, times like that, you feel like there's no hope. It's like when a kid thinks that a freaking 666 has to do with Druidism and Vikings and not Antichrist, dude. Everybody I know from my generation knows 666 is a mark of the beast, the devil, Antichrist. I'm like, I told him. I was like, I don't know. He didn't. I don't think he said anything else. But I was just like, I cannot believe that. I'm like, are you kidding me? But there's people in Destiny with gamer tags with 666 all over their names and stuff. I had a person that he said his name was Lucifer. I mean, his name was Lucifer, and I was like, I sent him a message. I was like, do you realize you're worshiping Satan, who used to be Lucifer, and now he's Satan because he went against God, and he gets people to kill people in satanic cults and kills and children. I sent him a message letting him know that that's what he's supporting, basically. And he told me that Lucifer is the good guy. And that's exactly what they're teaching nowadays. They're teaching that God was the bad guy and kicked Satan out because he wanted to. Come on, people. God is perfect, holy God. He created the universe. To think that, I mean, if God wanted to, he could snap his finger and literally just destroy Satan. So just think about that, because making Lucifer out to be the good guy is insane. That's what the Masons do. Like, if y'all want to learn about this stuff, and like, I know some of you out there probably do want to know what in the world is going on. Like, if y'all want to know about like Freemasons and all the stuff y'all have heard about Freemasonry, go to Billy Crone on YouTube. Billy Crone, Crone. He's already done 2 sermons, Wednesday night sermons on Masons, and the lie of how Masons say they worship Jesus when they don't. Dude, why didn't you just let me res you, dude? Why? Why? It's like people are like, why? I mean, why do y'all not let people res you? Are you that like ego? Is your ego that bad that you can't let somebody res you because it makes you feel like you're not good or something? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, if somebody's standing right there, I'm gonna wait a second for them to res me. And if they don't res me, then I'll res myself. But like, I don't understand like why you're standing right there, actually in the middle of resing somebody, and they don't let you res them. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Oh, I actually do need to go get a Lost Memento. I just thought about that. Because I don't have one for this weapon right here. I'll do it after this. Actually, I might. No, I'm not. I'm going. I ain't got time. I was just doing that because I was bored. They'll be okay, guys. Okay? There's nothing wrong with leaving during a freaking that kind of thing. You don't leave during comps Crucible. That's when don't leave during a dungeon run or something either, or a raid. Don't rage quit on a raid. Or that's the unwritten rules in Destiny. Don't rage quit when you have team members, okay? Like people you know. Like they'll get another person in there. Like, but don't like especially comp, like 3 versus 3 in comp. Like that drives me crazy. Like an Iron Banner or comp when people leave, like that's just stupid, dude. There's been many times where we almost won. We probably would have came back and won if the person would have stayed, but they didn't stay. So yeah.
Protection, Guardian. I'm following up on Glenn's research into the Headless Ones. He thinks the Hive created them. I have my doubts.
I don't blame you. Crow and Glint are good guys, but they get confused.
Can't figure out this fusion rifle because I'm a fusion connoisseur. I love fusion rifles. Actually, I like them way more than shotguns because to me that's what they are. They're long range shotguns. And why would I want to use a shotgun when I can shoot this from like 20 feet away or 30 feet or whatever? I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Let's check the loot on these Headless Ones, hero.
Oh, don't you shoot that pew pew gun at me. Or that air parent or whatever it is. When are we gonna get that air gun? That's what I wanna know. I knew it, I was surrounded. Whatever that air pulse gun is, that, I mean, it's not a tractor cannon because you can see the weapon in their hand. It acts like the tractor cannon kind of, but like tractor cannon is a shotgun. What they have is long range. Like I would thought we would have had that gun by now because they gave us a lot of weapons that enemies use. Did you really just put this right here? Why in the crap would you put this right here? Please, please, if you can give me a good answer, I will. Oh my gosh. Okay, now thank you. I have a good answer now. That's all I was asking, man. So I was just trying to figure out, like, why the frick? Okay, where's this dude at? Where's he at? How in the world? Oh, I don't have. Never mind. I don't have. I thought I had falling stars on me. I was like, how in the world can that not? Yeah, I'm totally dead. I forgot. What do I have on? Yeah, I need to do. I need to actually switch to this, honestly. Because, dude, explosion. I mean, you get. I mean, just go all. I mean, dude, you see how many freaking. I had my sneaky pants on. Oh, the how in the heck I didn't die right there? Well, what? Okay. I did not even. Dude, he's got. The headless one is using sorcery. It's not fair. Yeah, it is pretty slow. Definitely, I'm used to 500 fusions. Watch this. Boom! It'll blow up stuff around. It'll blow up. Ah! And the bigger the enemy you, what's cool is the bigger enemy that you finish, the bigger the explosion is. See, that's why the catalyst. One of the reasons the catalyst is so good because it lets you fire it a lot faster. Oh my gosh, I totally whipped that, didn't I? Yeah, I couldn't point downward once. I just learned that now. Oh crap! Don't shoot your poo poo or air parent. Don't shoot any of your weapons at me, please. Dang! I couldn't even run that. I couldn't even run that. Give him chicken head. Give me some good luck. Haha! Good teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. or it can also make it die. So yeah, I hate. See, that's part of my military in me right there. Like when I see somebody says revive, it's like I instantly want to go to them. Like, and I can't say that about a lot of people. I'm not trying to do it to be like, I don't even think of it as like, oh, I need to be a goody two shoes and go revive people. No, I just think of it, oh, that person's my teammate. You know, I'm used to playing team sports even in college, and so like in the military, especially the military, like just drives teamwork into people. And so yeah, it's just I don't know. I like reviving people. It feels good to do good things, guys. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. If you're depressed and stuff, you need to go do some good things for other people. The problem is that you're focusing on yourself too much. That's it. Eh! I mean, when you stop focusing on yourself, that's when like if you start to care more about other people than yourself, your whole life changes. That's how I am. Like, I don't care if I die. Like, I'm going to heaven. So what? Like, I'm not trying to die, but like I'm just saying, like your whole mindset changes. Like, you get where you care about other people more than you do yourself. And I mean, I'm not saying I've gotten there yet, but I'm getting there, and I can see how God's doing that in my life. Like, just I'm dead. It's like, you know, I have these moments where I talk to y'all about serious stuff, and then probably upset a lot of people, trigger a lot of people, but I don't care because it's the truth. And if it's the truth, then it's the truth. But I mean, I'd much rather, you know, I would love to be to just joke around and be silly like what I'm trying to be now. But there's right. C-130. Oh crap! I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm not. I got high ground. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you can't beat me. It's impossible. I got high ground, and I got this slow butt fusion. Oh, come on. Jeez. He did not want to die, bro. Okay. You see how fast? I mean, he's shooting an air apparent that he doesn't even have to reload. Like, he'll stop now. He will stop sometimes, but he's got a lot of ammo in that sucker, dude. He's got a special backpack with. And now I got to try to get this stuff without getting shot and killed in like 0.2 second time to kill. Like, literally, it's like, ah! Oh, just let me get this grenade on him. I can't believe I. Ah! Boom! Here lies the dick ball. See, this time I got candy. So.
The headless ones are neither Elixir nor Cabal. I'm beginning to suspect that they're human in origin.
Hell, that wouldn't surprise me. Humans love making things with giant, creepy heads. Just look at Clovis Bray. Matter of fact, wearing new faces used to be a big part of this ancient human ritual.
The hall between.
Wah! Go! Go! Back up, needed. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna do one or two more. Because I want to make sure I get a freaking, I want to make sure I get a, I don't, well, whatever. Since he has a costume on, you don't. Firefly kill of insects? Okay, that makes no sense, but whatever. Like, I don't know, it's another thing too, like millennials and like, oh god, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, the Drifter. That actually looks good. I mean, I'm a dredging gilded 9 times. I gilded my dredging 9 times, so I might as well be the Gambit. I mean, what else would I be for Gambit? I mean, I don't have any title gilded 9 times. I mean, I like Gambit. I just don't like the invasion. That's the only thing I hate about Gambit is the invasion. The amount of invasions, which they're supposedly going to fix, but that'll be the. Listen, I ain't listening to any more news on Destiny until I see it. It's the old saying, I'll believe it when I see it. You know, like when somebody tells you, "Oh, I've changed." Well, let me see it first. Like, I'm not going to like totally trust you. Like, great if you have. Like, I'm totally forgiving people. You know, giving. I'm totally about forgiving people multiple, as long as they truly apologize, because God says, you know, I forgive you all the times that you sin every day. Once you get saved, you're forgiven past, present, and future sins. But He still wants you to come to Him and apologize. Basically, when you repent and you apologize for sinning, even though you're already technically have been forgiven for that, you're basically acknowledging to God that you know you sin and you don't want to do it, and God will help you when you do that a lot more than He will if you just like go, just don't ever apologize for anything, just do it. He wants us to, just like a parent, he wants us to recognize when we recognize we've done something wrong or something that's not good for us or good for other people, then it keeps God from having to punish us in a way that is for our good. God never punishes people without good coming out of it. That's just like everything bad that happens in this world, something always good comes out of it. It's just people that aren't Christians, they don't have the eyes to see what comes out of it. Just like 9/11. I mean, look at how the country came together. Everybody was, you know, the churches were like, guys, the churches were full. So explain that. How come when every time something bad happens like 9/11, the churches get full? It's because y'all know when y'all get scared and truly scared, it's like there's an old saying my grandfather told me in World War II. There's no atheists in foxholes. That means when it comes down, you're about to die. A lot of people end up getting saved on their deathbed or at that last moment. That's what there's a story in the Bible about the thief on the cross. He recognized Jesus was Jesus, and he changed his mind and he said, I believe in you. Please, Lord, let me be with you in paradise. And Jesus said, you will be with me in paradise. So that's the whole, that's the Christians' argument against Catholics who say you have to work for your religion. You have to work to be saved, and you can't know you're saved. But that thief on the cross, he literally got saved, even though he had sinned all the way up until he got nailed to the cross for doing something, bad. And but he but there was three people. There was one person on each side of Jesus. The other guy continually made fun of Jesus. So it showed the difference. It showed how some people, no matter what, will never see Jesus as for who he is, and it shows that even if you're in your last breath, long as you have a breath in your body, if you can cry out to Jesus and say, "Please forgive me, please save me," Jesus will save you, even at the last moments. So just remember that. If you're about to die, call it on Jesus. But you got to mean it though. You can't just don't be like, don't try to use Jesus like a monopoly get out of jail free card. Like it's not like you can't just say, oh, it's not about saying the words. It's not like witchcraft where you have to say a certain phrase. There's nothing in the Bible like that. That's why Satan he's a liar. That's how God describes him. He's a liar. There's no good in him. He's the master of all lies. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's what he does to people's lives. He gives people all this fame and fortune, but then he takes away, and they end up committing suicide, or they go broke, or they go crazy. Like how many people in Hollywood do y'all need to see die of drug overdoses and suicide and all these other things before y'all realize that Hollywood is not a good place? I mean, God's even trying to. God's like, how much do I have to show y'all? It's like I'm showing y'all it's full of pedophiles. I'm showing y'all that it's full of drugs, alcohol, and suicide, and y'all still desire to be famous. I mean, God's, he's like, That's what I'm saying. Nobody will be able to give an excuse because God has plainly shown that these things are evil. Now, I'm not saying that everybody in Hollywood is. I mean, there's Christians in every business. There's Christians in Hollywood, but they have to keep it secret or they'll be blackballed. That's why PureFlix, the guy who played, Kevin Sorbo, I mean, they blackballed him. Everybody that has become a Christian, they blackball him because they hate Jesus. That's why they use Jesus' name as a curse word in all the movies in Hollywood. The GDs and the Jesus Christ and OMGs and OMFG, one of the worst ones, I think. That came up. Your generation came up with that. Millennials, the OMFG, oh my effing god, like y'all are insane for saying that. Y'all were insane. And don't be surprised if something very bad happens to you for saying that kind of stuff if you keep saying it. I'm telling you right now. Now GD's wrong, but that to me is like it like when I hear that I cringe, dude. And if y'all better hope y'all don't hear me, y'all better hope you better watch it. I'm gonna tell you right this, okay? There's certain military veterans and other Christians out there that don't have, I try to turn the other cheek. Now I'll debate somebody, but I'm not going to hit anybody like I would in the past. But I'll tell you what, there are certain people out there, especially military veterans that are Christians. You say that in front of them, and you're going to go to the ground instantly. And they won't give up. They won't give up flying fart, dude. Like there's some hardcore Christian military veterans out there, and you say something like that, I'm telling you, you better watch yourselves. I'm warning you right now. There are Christians out there that do not subscribe to. Well, they do subscribe to the turn the other cheek. They believe in it, but there comes a point where they're like, you know what? I'll just have to, face God with this. And I know He's not going to be happy, but I'm not going to have any. And God knows that why a person does it. They're doing it because they don't want to hear somebody disrespect God. That's part of the Ten Commandments. Don't take the Lord thy God's name in vain. Don't use God's name as a curse word. But God still doesn't want Christians going around punching people in the face for saying GD. I mean, my goodness, I would have multiple broke fingers by now if I did that. But every time I hear it, I'm just like, it literally makes me like just it's crazy. It's horrible. It's like somebody's talking about your parent, like even worse than talking about your parents. You know what I mean? It's like God created me. We're to love God more than our parents because God created us. God says that. He says you are to love me more than your parents or anybody, for that matters. I mean, God's just be at the top. Jesus, God, Jesus Lord God. Ugh. Please give me. Please give me. Please give me. Please give me. I don't think I'm due for one. Well, that's definitely not going to be the way to get it. Ah. See, I told y'all. I knew it's been pretty much right on the money, man. Like every 5 or 6. Every 5 or 6. I want to get one on this fusion rifle because what's the day? Friday? Yeah, it's Friday, right? Yeah, Friday. So we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then it's 3 more days. I might play baseball or something. I might stream baseball. I'm trying to get back into sports games because I'm getting tired of the content and these just every game almost. I'm going to play Spider-Man 2. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if it's going to be before or after Christmas. I don't know. I might be getting the Xbox, the digital version. I'm not spending 500 for when I have a PS5. But there's games like Halo that I want to play with one of my best friends I grew up with in high school, since high school, and he plays Halo a lot. But he's on the Xbox Series S, and my Xbox One S is showing its age. Like the graphics are horrible. There's like screen tearing in certain games. Like it's bad. It's bad. And you can say you hadn't seen it. That's fine. Maybe it's just certain games, but it's happened for me. And that's not my TV. I have one of the best gaming TVs on the market, TCL. I mean, if you go look at any reviews on the TCL TVs for gaming, it's like almost everybody. That's how I decided which one to get, because I had no idea. I had no idea. I had a BenQ. I had the BenQ gaming monitor that the Call of Duty people used like a couple years ago in tournaments. I don't know what model number it is. It's the BenQ one they use. It's an awesome monitor, an amazing monitor. Like it's pretty much one of the fastest, in latency, like lag or whatever. Like there is no lag in that. Like my that's when I got my honestly that's when I had my 2.5 KD in Crucible, was when I started playing on that gaming monitor, because I think Crucible is a lot. I think you do way better on a smaller monitor, because you don't have to look. You know what I mean? Everything's right in front of you, where you don't have to look all. I'm on a 50-inch TCL 4K HD, UHD or whatever they call it. And so sometimes, like, I'm about 10 feet away, but sometimes I have to look. My eyes have to look further than I would on that monitor. But then again, the TV looks, 4K TV, and it's bigger. I'm looking into getting some of those AR 3D glasses. I don't know if y'all have heard much about them, but they're literally, you put them on and you can hook them up to your phone, to anything, your computer, and literally it's got AR, so you could have like your desktop float, and you can actually like kind of see through it. Like it's basically like you see in the movies. It's crazy. But there's a couple different models. Just, I mean, if you're interested in it, like type in best AR or AR glasses, or TCL actually makes ones. That's the ones I'm looking at, dude. They're around $300 something, but I mean, literally you can go anywhere and use them. Like it's crazy. Like and it's basically like it's like looking at a 200 it can go from 120 feet to 200 foot wide screen. That's what it's like. It's basically like sitting in a theater. That's the but everybody's talking about how awesome they are. And I don't really want to pay $500 for the VR too. I do in certain sense, but I don't want to really play games. I'm really interested in I think I'd be better off getting the Oculus Quest, because I want to use it for, like, going to different, seeing different countries and going to outer space and seeing like cool stuff, like not necessarily games. What the living? Jeez, I just wasted all my... Watch behind you. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, we in trouble. We're in trouble. Oh gosh. Look at this, dude. Look how freaking tanky these guys are, man. I died because I was going to do a finisher on him. You get in certain positions, like you're done, dude. I mean, you could. I mean, I could have jumped out and left him behind, but I was like, I ain't gonna do that. Eh, I tried, man. Tried, dude. I tried to save you, bro. I tried to save you. Oh, if y'all want to wonder about what I'm wearing today, LA Dodgers World Series champs. Yeah, I haven't got a Texas one yet. I plan on it though. I like any team from Texas, dude. Any state that allows you to open carry, I'm down. Texas is like the opposite of California. Texas is like kind of like South Carolina. We have like a lot of similar government. Like the government's like pro-gun, red state. You know, I wouldn't live in a blue state if you paid me to. Freaking woke crap. Freaking people taking over neighborhoods, taking over police stations in San Francisco and freaking taking over neighborhoods and crap, dude. I'll tell you right now, if Trump was in office, they wouldn't be doing that. He would have sent the National Guard in there to freaking take them out. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if anybody's heard, but like, it was basically the people that were these crazy Antifa. I don't know if it was Antifa or just some random bad group, but they I'm glad I'm going back there. Oh, he shot my grenade before I threw it. What the fudge? Jeez, dude. Alright, I need to change something on this. Ah! I think he's a major, honestly. I think I already tested that. Watch out for the gun. Yeah, don't. Oh my gosh, I had a freaking. Should not. Okay, technically with shield piercing ammo, you know, all rifles do the. You know, they do the, they break the barrier shields and all that. Shouldn't I be to do that through my own barricade? I think that would be cool if they did that. Like whatever weapon is a seasonal weapon for is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so ready for this to be over. It's like it becomes at first it's fun, then it just becomes torture. This is taking forever. Ever. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Fine, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I didn't grab it. That's fine. Dang it! Dude, that stupid gun, dude. Ah, oh, lay, that's aggravating, bro. Heck yeah, I'm gonna use these things. Haha! I actually killed something with the freaking. Yay!
Hive experiments.
I wouldn't put too much trust in that screwball AI. Half the time she lies, and the other half, she forgets to tell the truth.
I agree. The evidence keeps leading me away from the hive and back to the ancient human ritual of the hall between